All right, so not everything is as it seems. If you haven't heard of the news, Trump just ordered the Navy to block any traffic coming in and out of the Strait of Hormuz, and we're going to talk about some of the implications and also the news. So let's get right into it. So first, we have to go over what he just said here because he's giving a lot of clues in what is going on, his next plan, the next steps, and this entire strategy. So he just made two big posts. We're going to go through all of it. So on April 12th, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, he said, so there you have it. The meeting went well. Most points were agreed to, but not the only point that really mattered. Nuclear was not effective immediately. The United States Navy, the finest in the world, will begin the process of blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz. At some point, we will reach an, quote, all being allowed to go in, all being allowed to go out, end quote, basis. But Iran has not allowed that to happen by merely saying there may be a mine out there somewhere that nobody knows about but them. This world is extortion, and the leaders of countries, especially the United States, will never be extorted. I have also instructed our Navy to seek and interdict every vessel in international waters that has paid a toll to Iran. No one who has an illegal toll will have safe passage on the high seas. We will also begin destroying the mines the Iranians laid in the straits. Any Iranian who fires at us or at peaceful vessels will be blown to hell. Iran knows better than anyone how to end the situation which has already devastated their country. Their navy is gone, their air force is gone, their anti-aircraft and radar are useless. Khomeini and most of their leaders are dead, all because of their nuclear ambition. The blockade will begin shortly. Other countries will be involved with this blockade. Iran will not be allowed to profit off this illegal act of extortion. They want money, and more importantly, they want nuclear. Additionally, and at an appropriate moment, we are fully locked and loaded, and our military will finish up the little that is left of Iran. So look at the ultimatums he is demanding. He's saying, first of all, no nuclear. Second of all, he's going to blockade, but we have to reach a point where all being allowed in and all being allowed out, that in and out basis has to be one-to-one or neutral, meaning that you have to have freedom to be allowed to go in and out through this international free waterway. And he's also implying here that if you complied and worked with Iran by paying the toll, then you will also not have free passage, that you will have to, in some sense, pay the price. Now let's take a look at a different post that he posted shortly after, literally I think in the same minute. In this post, it's still timestamped 11:30 on April 12th, but he says, Iran promised to open the Strait of Hormuz and they knowingly failed to do so. This caused anxiety, dislocation, and pain to many people and countries throughout the world. They say they put mines in the water, even though all their navy and most of their mine droppers have been completely blown up. They may have done so, but what ship owner would want to take the chance? There is a great dishonor and permanent harm to the reputation of Iran and what's left of their quote-unquote leaders. But we are beyond all of that. As they promised, they better begin the process of getting this international waterway open and fast. Every law in the book is being violated by them. I have been fully debriefed by the VP, J.D. Vance, Special Envoy, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner on the meeting that took place in Islamabad through the kind and very competent leadership of Field Marshal Aslim Minar, the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif of Pakistan. They're very extraordinary men and continuously thank me for saving 30 to 50 million lives in what would have been a horrendous war with India. I always appreciate hearing that. The amount of humility spoken of is incomprehensible. The meeting with Iran began early in the morning and lasted throughout the night, close to 20 hours. That's 20 straight hours. I could go into great detail and talk about much that has been gotten out, but there is only one thing that matters. Iran is unwilling to give up its nuclear ambitions. In many ways, the points that were agreed to are better than us continuing our military operations to conclusion. But all of these points don't matter compared to allowing nuclear power to be in the hands of such volatile, difficult, and unpredictable people. My three representatives, as all of this time went by, became, not surprisingly, very friendly and respectful of Iran's representatives, Mohammad Bagar Ghalibaf, Abbas Agachi, and Ali Bagri. I'm butchering all those names, but that doesn't matter because they're very unyielding as to the single most important issue. And as I've always said, right from the beginning, many years ago, Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Now, absolutely crazy. The world is reacting in live time as we speak, and this is only a few hours ago that he posted this, but it's going to allow the markets, the oil prices, everything is going to go crazy this week as a lot of uncertainty and volatility will go up and down. But more importantly, let's talk about some implications. Eric here says that the Strait of Hormuz was Iran's last hope, and President Trump is taking it away from them. And this reporter, Trey, says that now they have no leverage left because they were decimated on the battlefield and they're looking to the Strait of Hormuz. And that's exactly why President Trump put out this post on Truth Social. And he has ordered this blockade of the strait to show the Iranians who is in charge. The Iranian economy and their current infrastructure is in free fall as a result of the success of Operation Epic Fury, and it will continue to get worse. So in some sense, this is a Hail Mary play by Iran wanting to get total control and extort, as Trump has mentioned, the other international countries. And then Clandestine says that Trump confirms the U.S. military are taking control of the Strait of Hormuz and implementing a blockade. Other nations will be involved as well. Iran will no longer be able to sell their oil, and big importers like China are about to get impatient. This might force China to buy oil from us. Trump is acquiring all the leverage, not just on Iran, but on China and NATO. In conclusion, Iran is trying to hold the world hostage, and Trump is not going to let it happen. The Iranians continue to prove why they cannot have nuclear weapons and have proven Trump was correct to destroy them. In some commentary from Justice Cometh, he says that this is why Trump made a deal with Venezuela. That came first. Remember, drill, baby, drill. All the new drilling leases, American energy dominance. It's all been a multi-year plan. Trump has all the cards, energy, oil, gas. Look at London now. Trump is systematically destroying the old guard and bringing them to their knees. He who holds all the cards. U.S. oil production is almost at max capacity. Countries are switching to American and Venezuelan oil, which we now control. As of today, these pictures showing tankers coming in and out of the Gulf of America. Do you see why he renamed it now? And the Strait of Hormuz. See the difference. This is why Trump said not to be panicking. You are witnessing a realignment of energy dominance. Our prices will start to fall when this shift is complete. These things take a little time. Once our gas and diesel prices fall, the economy will witness the greatest boom it has ever seen. You all want a power shift. Well, here it is. Short-term pain for long-term gain. Trump holds all the cards. Are you seeing it yet? So again, one of the biggest things that's a consistent theme is the dismantling of this house of cards, the deep state, the Illuminati, or whatever you want to call it, this swamp that Trump has continually mentioned that have had a stronghold over nations, over people. And because Trump is realigning American first values, it's going to now see it being played out with this geopolitical shift. The dependence of NATO and many other countries on U.S., the siphoning, the leeching, all that stuff being shifted, the proxy army, Iran, the Middle East, all those power dynamics being exposed for the world to see, and then people coming to the aid and help of the correct sides, and you're exposing double agents. All this stuff is happening at lightning speed. So I'm saying this because people didn't think, oh, that could have happened. Oh, why, when your purpose was to open the strait, are you blocking it? Because again, this is the last stronghold that the deep state has in trying to control this oil, this petrodollar, this dominance. And when you're removing some of that stuff, you're getting the power back. And so let's see what happens. I'm not going to say that Trump is going to, make certain moves and have peace and all that stuff. He has to allow peace through strength, and that strength means that you have to remove certain things that are causing evil in the world. And so let's see how long this blockade is, but people are going to definitely feel the heat and some of the burden, and they're going to see people possibly buy, like the poster said, buying American Venezuelan oil, the shifting of other negotiation tactics, but the cards are in Trump's hands. He's not bluffing, he's not playing around, and you're seeing the live dismantling as we speak. So don't be concerned, don't be worried, guys, if the news and all these guys react and they're giving Trump all the, all this bad publicity and saying all these crazy things. It's all part of the grand scheme and the plan that's happening before our very eyes. This wasn't something that he just drafted up, the White House drafted up yesterday and thought, hey, maybe we should just block the Strait of Hormuz now. No, it was part of a multi-tiered plan, plan A, and all the way down into sub-bullet points and game theory, all that stuff. And a lot of it being part of this movie that we are seeing right before our very eyes, because again, it has to be done in such a way such that the world can digest it, come to terms with it, understand it, research, do whatever it is to be awakened, and then it moves on to the great the best being yet to come, as Trump has always said. So more to come, guys. Be encouraged. And guys, if you want to continue to support me, I would love it. I have a fundraising campaign. I'm listener supported. It is all down in the description below, givesendgo.com/chrisyoonyt. I also have PayPal, Zelle, Venmo. Thank you guys so much. More to come. Talk to you guys very soon.